So I want to talk about one of the dumbest shit I have ever seen online. This is a Singapore news. If you're chronically online, you've probably seen this post. So basically, this Singaporean woman went to Bali and she said that she saw the CEO of DBS, and spoiler alert, is not the CEO, and she made the LinkedIn post about it. So this is what she wrote on the LinkedIn post. I glanced across the room and thought, that looks an awful lot like Piyush. Curious, I walked over and sure enough, it was him. Okay. And she also said that in her post, she was very struck by how the ex-bank of CEO was very casual, composed, and very unassuming. No entourage, no air, just quiet conviction. So this guy is just a random guy off the streets. He was just chilling, enjoying himself in the cafe, having his breakfast or whatever. And this lady just went up to him thinking that he was a CEO of a bank. And of course, my man played along. And so the ex-DBS CEO said that the man in Bali isn't him. And this is what he replied: sorry to disillusion you, that isn't me. And the lady replied, oh gosh, I seen you when I was at DBS, couldn't tell the two apart. Kudos to him. In his defense, he had your charms right on and he said all the right things. And most people think that will be the end of it. It's quite a funny story. Nothing much to it. We thought that it's the end of it, but apparently not. Most people would just disregard that. As a cool, funny story. You thought you met the CEO. He's not. That's pretty funny. And I think that the CEO of DBS probably finds it very funny as well. This lady, I think she got her ego hurt in some way or another, because she then proceeded to say that she told 8wo, which is like a news, that the freelancer who is based in the Philippines posted fake content without her permission to attract traffic, and then blackmailed her for $5,000 based on the likes. So what happens is that she said she has a freelance social media manager who helps to manage her LinkedIn. I want to say that's the first time I heard someone having a social media manager managing the LinkedIn. Maybe her position is very high and she needs a manager to manage her LinkedIn account. Sure. And the social media manager changed the account to prevent her from logging in to remove the post. So apparently what happens is that the reason why she even took a picture of this so-called clone of the DBS bank CEO is that she thought it was very funny that this guy looked alike, and she wanted to take a picture to share it with her friends as a joke. She later sent a picture to the group and posted it on Instagram, apparently jokingly writing, oh my, it's him. She also showed 8wo her Instagram stories as evidence, and she speculated that the social media manager had chosen a time when she was on cave exploration and offline to put up the LinkedIn post for likes. And apparently how this works for the social media manager is that the social media manager gets $1 per like on the post. And it is very funny to me how that you outsource a role to Philippines for cheaper cost, but then you pay them $1 per like. And this $1 per like is very easy to exploit, right? You can find bots online to spam like. You probably get your money back. And $1 per like is a lot of money, especially for Philippines. This is a lot of money for them. And if you get 1,000 likes, that's like 1,000 SGD for just a single LinkedIn post, right? That's crazy amount of money. So I find it a bit hard to believe that, or like even a higher cost, that if you were to get someone in Singapore to manage. And not only that, if you have someone in Singapore, it's closer to you, you have more control, you're easier to meet up and stuff like that. So I think it's very interesting that the manager was paid $1 for every like. So yeah, I find that very suspicious, very sus, So there's this screenshot that says, post has over 6k engagement, pay me 5k SGD, I take down. Profile now is down, I change access and all. When I get paid, I give you back access. Sir, you say you want pay small basic money and bonus if post get engagement. You get engagement and don't want to pay. So basically that is from the social manager, so-called social manager. demanding the pay because the post received the likes and engagement and about $1 per like. What I find really weird as well is that if someone is being paid that well to manage a LinkedIn post, especially if I live in Philippines, right? I wouldn't want to ruin my chances. I find it very weird that she's able to change the account password, because most of the time there's 2FAs sent to the email and stuff like that. You wouldn't be able to change the email. There's authenticator before you can change the password and stuff like that. Secondly, this screenshot is just a screenshot of the message, and it could be a friend that is sending the text and stuff like that, so it doesn't really prove much. I can just get a friend to just send this text. I find it very interesting that she speculated it. At this point, I just feel like she's just creating random stories, probably using ChatGPT to create random fake stories here. Because even if you're on a cave exploration and you're offline, you'll still be back online. So, like, you wouldn't do this kind of thing because it's a very, very good pay for Philippines. Honestly, it's super good pay, right? Getting like, if you get 1k like, that's like 1000 SGD. That's super amazingly good pay for Philippines, considering the amount of job, sort of the amount of work that needed to be done to manage a LinkedIn account. So I think there's a lot of loophole to the story, and when you think about it, it doesn't really make sense, especially the fact that she outsourced to Philippines for cheaper costs, but she's paying the person $1 for every like, which is a lot of money. Because my ass, I have a shitty ass portfolio. I'm not that famous, I don't post a lot of things, but on LinkedIn, guess what? I have freaking like 30 to 50 likes on my posts. So it's super easy to get likes on LinkedIn, and if you're paying and $1 per like is crazy. And if you look at YouTube is only paying about 1 cent to 3 cents per view, right? And when you're talking about you're trying to outsource to keep costs low and stuff like that, you're paying $1, bro. That is so sus. Not to mention, like the screenshot also, like it's just the message itself. I can get anyone to send the text, and on Reddit it's a massacre, right? This guy is saying that this is the LinkedIn version of my dog did it. Absolutely true. Like I mean, and yeah, the people are saying that it's a fake story. No one pays to social media $1 per like. That's a lot, man. That's crazy. You're outsourcing and paying $1 like. What the fuck? I want that job. Come on, give me that job. I want that job. And yeah, she really chose to die on this hill. Yep. I mean, it's not even that deep, right? You just mistaken someone for it, and that's the end of the story, right? You don't have to create this fake narrative or continue on this story. Nobody cares, just continue with your life. This is the classic, like, this is basically the classic, right? I fucked up, I get someone to be a scapegoat and stuff like that. So yeah, what do you guys think about this story? Because I think that is absolutely ridiculous and probably a fake narrative just to protect her ego. And I don't know why, because it's just LinkedIn, Maybe people on LinkedIn just have very fragile ego, Everybody out there is just trying to prove and that they are better than everyone on LinkedIn, trying to farm likes. LinkedIn is getting real sweaty right now. It's more sweaty than Call of Duty at this point. People are getting social media manager to manage their account to get engagement. That's crazy, man. I mean, if you're a high executive, you're a CEO or like a senior manager and director, I understand, But yeah, it's getting real sweaty at this point. And let me know what you guys think about this situation. Do you guys think that this social media manager is real, or did she made it out? Because personally, I think that is a fake narrative. Firstly, you don't even pay that much. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video and want more content, like and subscribe.